Hi everyone, welcome to another Terry Talk, and I'm finally going to do it. I'm going to dive into the whole COVID vaccination debate, and currently right now, it's the return of the unvaccinated to the workplace. Interesting things happen. On June 20th, the federal government dropped its vaccine mandate. Many of you know this. You can now travel across the country by train, bus, airplane without having to have a vaccine. You can go to work in a federally regulated business, whereas before you were unable to do that. And many businesses who had vaccine policies in place have been slowly removing those mandates over the last couple of weeks and months. So I wanted to comment, though, on a recent ruling here in Ontario. Some auto workers that were put on unpaid leave because they didn't comply with their employer's vaccine mandate actually won an arbitration case. According to Unifor Local 444, David Cassidy is the president there. A recent arbitration ruling in favor of union workers there at a organization called Stellantis in Windsor. Local 444 had filed a grievance thinking the policy was unfair and unreasonable. Direct quote from Mr. Cassidy. We felt that people cannot just lose their jobs because of a choice that they make. So it was very imperative to us, and I'm happy to report that we're successful. People will be coming back to work on June 25th. Surely there's more to that argument than just because of a choice they made. So is this the new defense for, say, speeding or not wearing a seatbelt or smoking in a non-smoking area? All personal choices, by the way, that impact others. Surely, Mr. Cassidy, surely, Mr. Cassidy, there's more to your argument than people shouldn't be punished because of a choice that they made. Let's talk about vaccine mandates quickly. These were not, at least my understanding, and this will open up a flurry of debate, I am sure. These were not designed to be punitive, but rather protective. And when we look at the utilitarianism guide for ethical decision-making, it's the principle that says the greatest good is done for the greatest number of people. It's hard to see the vaccine mandates in that context as anything but ethical and the right thing to do. Now, I respect people's rights to make choices, but with choice comes responsibilities and consequences. We need to remember that. Just because you don't like something doesn't make it wrong and doesn't make you right. And let's remember, we haven't faced anything like this in over 100 years. This was truly unprecedented. The COVID word, right? Unprecedented. It truly was. Think about that. We've never seen anything like this before. Yes. Did we have to call audibles on the field? Yes. Did we always have the best science at our fingertips? As far as we know, we did. Now, I'm not going to pretend for a second that everything is going to be hunky-dory. And all you labor relations people out there, we're going to have to find a way to build a bridge among all the various employees in our offices and our workplaces. Kind of reminds me of a return to work after a really nasty strike. Stay tuned on our upcoming Dairy Talk when we talk about how we actually bring trust and teamwork back together when you've been perhaps part of this world where you've had people staying at home because they weren't vaccinated. Love to hear your thoughts on this. This one's a touchy one, so imagine there'll be a few comments. Want to hear what you think? Drop some comments in the chat box or in the comments below. Love to hear from you, and stay tuned. We'll talk to you again real soon.